All right, Victor. You ready?
Where should we start? Challenges, controversy is part of the journey. I realize that everything that we've been taught, everything that we've been told, that we had to have a better way to store all of the events that were occurring in our life. What best than to store them in an immutable ledger, aka blockchain. The first step in making it a reality was, after writing the time paper, assembling a team that could help grow and evangelize analog.
During the early days when I joined Victor to start working on analog, we were working on the concept of building systems to capture events data and using that to establish a chain of custody for companies with huge supply chain operations. That's how analog evolved, initially towards building trustless chain of custody, at the same time being interoperable to support various type of events and assets on multiple chains.
When we first started building analog, definitely we wanted to create a blockchain, kind of like how the overlay networks have worked with the current internet. Therefore, building such a blockchain, we needed to understand, first of all, the current challenges that the blockchain ecosystem was facing at the time.
Coming from a background where ourselves were layer one blockchain provider, it was a very different challenge because not only were we kind of dealing with the pressures of being blockchain infrastructure, but also kind of a developer-focused tool at the same time.
All of the innovations in life, it starts with theory and then it becomes reality at some point. And then it comes down to execution towards that dream. And so proof of time was born. And that was when I felt like analog was really headed in the right direction. How ironic life turns out.
Crypto scandal that engulfed him shocked the world.
News overnight, Sam Bankman-Fried is now in custody in the Bahamas.
His $32 billion cryptocurrency exchange, FTX, goes bankrupt in a matter of days.
In 2023, Guan and Terraform were charged by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission over a multi-billion-dollar fraud.
Luna blowing up, Anchor Protocol blowing up, FTX blowing up, crypto hedge fund blowing up.
When FTX downfall shook market confidence, it reinforced the urgency of trustless coordination as cornerstone of any robust architecture. We stayed true to our long-term vision, focusing on secure, resilient infrastructure capable of isolating risks on any single chain.
Analog has been laser focused on building amazing products for developer community, and if anything changed due to events like Luna and FTX collapse, we have become more resilient towards our mission to build the best cross-chain protocol.
All we knew and all we experienced was what it was like to build, to grow in a bear cycle. And not just any bear cycle, the worst bear cycle in all of blockchain history. That time was very difficult. And I remember asking myself at that time if now was the time to take a step back. Was now a time to really reconsider if the Web3 industry, if crypto was the right industry to be in. It's not that I thrive off moments of chaos and stress. It's just that I am extremely mission-driven. And this is a mission, rain or shine, that we must achieve. And we will achieve. And it was at that time I realized no one's coming to save you, Victor. No one's coming to save the team. It is you that will have to lead them as their leader into battle.
There should be decentralized. And there's really two ways to, in a sense, decentralize that. So the first way is
12 months of patience, of grinding, of building, heads down, not caring about the charts. But all of a sudden there was a pulse, and we could feel it. At Analog, investors that had perhaps been on the fence, all of a sudden were reaching out to us in droves.
Building partnerships in a nascent industry such as Web3 is very tricky because basically nobody else has done it before us, and we have to figure out a lot of things from scratch. One of these things that we need to figure out is how to educate builders, which are essentially the audience that we're targeting to use Analog's product, to actually use it.
Everything that built within Analog ecosystem, like Analog Watch, GMP, and automation, revolved around modular time chain architecture, Chronicle supporting external chains, which means we can keep adding more number of blockchains securely and much faster.
When you think about how we're different, we are building all the necessary features for cross-chain development as a single toolkit, as opposed to relying on third parties, such as oracles, to achieve a lot of this desired functionality that Web3 developers have.
The great advantage that building on a time chain brings is that we were able to be a uniting force and the glue behind all these different builders in these different ecosystems. And that basically resulted in a much better and more collaborative environment for all of our target audiences.
So that just makes it simpler for a developer, an engineer who is building an application or a protocol of some sort to be able to move laterally and grow their ecosystem, their game, their user base. And I remember telling everyone, one day when it's the bull market, we'll be able to show everyone just how much firepower we have.
We really want to cement Bangkok as the prime crypto destination. Hopefully, collectively, we can go ahead and really cement Bangkok's position as the crypto capital of the world.
As Analog prepares to go public, some thoughts and emotions about this milestone. Well, first off, it's only a milestone. The journey has just started. The story has just begun. So we will be here to earn this responsibility, this role that we have been given by everyone out there.
I would say that Analog will be the glue that simplifies and unifies blockchain interaction in the background to enable the next billion users to onboard into crypto.
So in a sense, Analog is interoperably connecting as well the previous world of Web 2 with the present world, the non-custodial world of Web 3. And in this world, we want to make sure we are opening the doors for everyone. We are breaking down fences and allowing everybody to discover one another.
I believe that Analog is what is going to make these interconnected blockchains really work. I believe that it's worth diving into what Analog is building. I believe that the future is bright because we've already seen what Analog can do.
Even brick and mortar, mainstream folks that don't even touch and feel blockchain yet, but hopefully soon will find benefits of Web3, of blockchain. We know we're just in the early innings of creating this new, more interoperable world of blockchain, a world where blockchains seamlessly connect and communicate with one another. We know we will make mistakes along the way. We know we will also triumph along the way as well. And that's what makes the journey all the worthwhile. So when do we start?